All right, welcome everyone to Dining Room Discussions number 2. Whoa!
Whoa, sorry about that.
That's what happens when the camera falls. That's what happens when you're negative. So Dining Room Discussions number 2.
Yep.
Let me zoom out. What the hell's wrong with this? There we go. All right. Jesus Christ. So anyway, today's topic comes from Friendlyal.
Okay.
And this is what he actually asked us. This is what he says. All right. I'm just wondering and aware this is probably a pretty sensitive topic that I could get a lot of hate for mentioning.
Okay.
Since I've been hearing about it all the time lately. But what are your thoughts on the stereotype of black people on welfare? So many people I know have this idea that practically everyone on this kind of assistance is African American. I was going to just add this on the original comment, but YouTube refused to let me put it in a separate paragraph for some reason. Okay. All right, so here I'm going to start this off.
Okay. And
here's my thoughts. Now, I grew up in Boston in the inner city. Okay. Went to pretty much a high school where 97.6% maybe of the school was African American. Okay. 3% Spanish, okay. Or you know, 1% or 0.9% other, okay. And 0.1% Caucasian.
Really?
It was me and literally maybe 6 other Caucasian kids in the entire school.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And this is no exaggeration. It was literally 6 or 7 others. We had barely enough to play hockey. Literally. We had barely enough people to play. I'm not saying that African Americans don't play hockey, but at our school, none of them did.
Right.
So here's the deal. Growing up, I get it. Unfortunately, the problem is this. When you have a lot of inner cities that are made up of primarily minorities and African Americans, very rarely, you know, Caucasians or whatever. Right. They're on the news all the time for various reasons.
Sure.
And so therefore, because that is what is happening, therefore the entire world must be like this. Right. Therefore, I'm going to assume that everyone on welfare is African American. Because we hear about shootings, we hear about this, we hear about that, we hear about robberies. Right. Suspect is this, suspect is that. Coincidentally, one of the gas stations here in Pittsfield got robbed by somebody. It was a Caucasian guy. It was a white guy.
I heard about that.
So, you know, so not all African Americans obviously are thugs or whatever. The problem, though, is, you know, and this goes back to slavery from everything else. Unfortunately, African Americans were behind the 8 ball because of that. They didn't have the same opportunities for forever that everybody else did. And so they're behind the 8 ball. And then when you repeat history... Right. We're in this never-ending zone of what you see, and it's unfortunate. So, do I believe that all African Americans are on welfare? No, obviously not. A lot of them just, you know, and it's hard for me to say this because I'm not in their brains, but I think the easy thing to do, especially if you're in that inner city deal, is, well, if I can't beat them, I have to join them. Right. And so what's going to end up happening is I'm going to join a gang. Sure. Because if I don't, I'm probably going to get killed. Right. Whether or not I want to join a gang, whatever. Right. And therefore I don't have real work. Right. And therefore I'm on public assistance or whatever the case is. Mm-hmm. So some of it is laziness. Okay. And I'm not just talking about African Americans in general. I'm talking about everybody. I mean, there are some white, we talk about white trash. They're on public assistance. Absolutely. And, you know, white trash, I mean, you know what's funny? I was walking by the other day. I was at Walmart, and I was in the parking lot, and I noticed that what you consider white trash, just walking down the street, doing weird dance moves, just in the parking lot. Oh. And I'm thinking to myself, the fuck are you doing? Why can't you just fucking get a job? Well, I have a job. I work at McDonald's, and I make $11 an hour. Okay? Well, congratulations. Right. You're a fucking fry later worker number one.
The American dream.
Yeah. How about don't use that as an excuse. Right. Fucking go do something. My mom was a single parent. My parents got divorced when I was 6. Okay. What, she could have just fucking been on public assistance. Right. No, she fucking got a job at a bank. Worked her way up, worked her way up, worked her way up to the point, and she was a banker before she met my dad. Okay. But was a corporate auditor for State Street Bank. Okay, a big reputable bank. Good. Around the U.S. and outside the U.S. as well. And then from there, she was in business continuity, and which I don't even know what the fuck that means. Right. But she was a big player. And then she was one of the assistant directors or whatever of the entire bank. You know, there's like 100 million of them, but you got to be up there.
Sure.
So she was making good money.
Good for her.
Yeah, and that's how she supported me and my sister.
Nice.
So the deal, and with my fucking Domino's pizza eating habits, I mean, that's not fucking cheap. Back in the day, the breadsticks are $50 a week on breadsticks. Forget about everything else.
Right.
So that's my thought. I mean, the deal is, do I believe that all African Americans are on it? No. I believe that, unfortunately, the news makes it seem like that.
Right.
And there's plenty of white trash that are on it.
Oh my God, yeah.
And the people that come from other countries very rarely are on it because they feel that being in America is a privilege.
Sure.
And they're freaked out. Again, I'm not talking for everybody, but I believe the mentality is I'm freaked out. So, meaning if I don't follow the rules, if I don't get a job, if I don't try to better myself, they're going to find me and they're going to deport me.
Right.
And that's my thoughts. What are your thoughts there?
I grew up in a slightly different environment than you did. It was predominantly white school. I want to say there were maybe...
Twizzler?
I'm fine, thanks.
Oh, okay.
10 to maybe 12 African Americans. But yeah, I mean, there was good neighborhoods and bad neighborhoods on Long Island, which is where I'm from. But no, you didn't necessarily believe that all African Americans were on welfare. I would say it's a middle upper class neighborhood that I grew up in, but there were several towns that weren't on Long Island. But no, I don't believe that all African Americans are on public assistance. But like Andy said earlier, what happens is if you are raised in a certain environment, you have a certain mindset or mentality, you believe that life isn't going to be any better for you. So you just kind of succumb to the area that you're in, and that's your future. You know, you don't see yourself getting out of the ghetto, if you will, for lack of a better term. But you hear about a lot of people who, you know, rise from their environment, their surroundings, and are able to persevere. But it's true of white neighborhoods too, white people too, and you're Spanish and you're, you know, name the nationality. You know, but yeah, no.
I think it roots back, unfortunately, there's a cycle to what history, for every religion or every whatever, Jews or Catholics or whatever. So, unfortunately, with social media and the news that it is now and everything else,
Sure.
you see a lot more craziness happen in the world, and so therefore everything must be like that. Talk about the Patriots for a minute.
Let's do that.
Okay, Patriots, actually Tom Brady, by the way, started the exhibition game in front of Gillette Stadium crowd. Place went nuts. Nope, he wasn't supposed to even play. Then he started the exhibition game. The place went wild. I wish I could have seen it, because I would have liked to see the standing ovation. Right now they're up 8-3, which means they got a 2-point conversion on the Packers. They're playing the Packers, by the way. But Tom Brady's a cheater. He's got to be. He had to have cheated his entire life because of this one incident. So he had to have. He had to have, right? The Patriots might have. The Patriots might have cheated. Bill Belichick might have cheated. But Tom Brady has to be a cheater because of this air inflation ball. NFL polled. NFL did a poll on. It was an anonymous poll. I think 69% of the NFL, the players, think Tom Brady is not a cheater.
Okay.
Okay, but or something along those lines. But a majority of them think the Patriots cheat. Oh no, it was the other way around. 69% of the players don't think Patriots are cheaters.
Okay.
They think Tom Brady, just you know, what do you call it? Let the air out of the footballs, deflated the footballs, but they don't think the Patriots as a whole are cheaters. So.
Right, I think it's primarily Tom Brady, but it casts a shadow of doubt because he is such a very accomplished quarterback. He's set records, he's phenomenally talented, but because maybe this one incident, I believe it goes deeper than that. And I'm trying to separate myself because I'm a Dolphin fan, but I'm trying to look at it objectively. But I believe it casts a shadow of a doubt on his whole career. I honestly do. I think it goes deeper than this. I don't think it was a one-time incident. If he was, let me take it a step further. Let's say he was an average quarterback. Nothing great, decent, okay? Maybe he won one Super Bowl in his life, and he gets caught. Do you think it would be blown up to this proportion? Or is it because of Tom Brady?
It's because of Tom Brady.
Right, it's because of all the Super Bowl wins. Right.
Well, let's be real for a moment. Do I think he deflated the footballs? No. Okay. Do I think he had some knowledge of it? Of course.
Right.
Of course he did.
Right.
Of course he did.
Right.
Okay.
Because if he didn't, why all of a sudden is he's now quarterbacking? Wouldn't he be saying, what the hell's wrong with these balls?
I don't think he cares. Well, he wouldn't have said that, no. I don't think he would have seen in game action. I think he has a point, and it's really, and it's a point that you can't literally.
He should have called it to a referee's attention.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
It's almost like, all right. There's a difference between did cheating help him win, or did he cheat?
Right.
Did cheating help him win?
Right.
No, because he destroyed. A lot of people don't realize this.
Go ahead.
The Colts caught this, supposedly,
Go ahead.
in the first quarter.
Okay.
The Patriots were up like 3-0 or something. They destroyed them. They ended up beating them 37-3 the rest of the game, or whatever the hell the final score was.
Okay.
And what happened in the Super Bowl? No Patriots had issues with the football. They ended up beating Seattle. Yeah. And if it wasn't for one fluke football throw, the game would have been over at that point. They'd gone up with 3 minutes left or whatever the hell it was. Come on, what's his face catches the ball? Let's be real, you know. Right. But the deal is, you know, I mean, it's not like by him deflating the football, he was throwing for 500 yards a game. Right. It wasn't like Jerry Rice with his stickum, who's another hypocrite. Right. Jerry Rice of the 49ers says, oh, he's a cheater. Well, wait a minute. Didn't you just admit that you used stickum and every guy in the 80s did, which is illegal? Right. So what the fuck are we talking about?
Okay, we're getting way off topic here. So I think we've covered the other topic, the African Americans on welfare stereotype.
Yeah.
So what's the next topic, Edward? What do we have on for the rest of the evening?
That was pretty much it, I believe, okay. Topic-wise. Okay. Other random news. I'm pissed off. I went to BJ's, as you know, beforehand.
And what happened there?
What happened there is I had a coupon for the 600-pound gorilla. That's the name of the company. Okay. They make these ice cream sandwiches. They're pretty good. Well, of course, there's none left.
Of course.
No, of course. So I got some Twizzlers, as you saw.
Yes.
Got some Tostino's pizza rolls. Got 2 Lunchables.
Nice.
And I got these Cliff bars.
I've heard of those.
They're not Cliff. They're from another company, but they seem decent. They had chocolate chip, okay. Chocolate something, and iced oatmeal.
Nice.
What the fuck? 36 bars, $17. It's a healthy type of snack, or whatever the fuck it is. So I grabbed them. I said, what the fuck?
Nice.
You know, and then Winnie came over. By the way, somebody commented, we need more Winnie. There's Winnie. Winnie, say hi to the camera. She's like, fuck you, dude. You're a loser. Now you're about to scratch tickets, and you're probably going to lose on those. Yep, I'm Winnie. I don't even want to look. This is what happens. Every Thursday he makes me sit here, and then he wants me to be on the camera. And then I'm like, fuck you, man. I ain't going to be on shit.
Put me in the cage. Put me in the cage, please.
Yeah, Winnie, please. Andy, I got to listen to my owner talk about nothing. Talk about how negative he is. What about me? I'm negative. You don't even play with me. You scratch tickets with your boyfriend, Ken.
No dog treats for me. You went to BJ's. You didn't pick me up a single dog treat. Isn't that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Sure, like pizza rolls, Tostinos, and freaking Cliff Bars, and Twizzlers. What the hell am I supposed to do with damn Twizzlers? Twizzlers aren't a dog snack.
No. Sorry, girl. Here she is. She's like, fuck you.
Twizzle this.
There we go. Let's zoom in on Winnie there.
Let's get my good side. Get my good side.
Winnie, you're on camera. Say hi. Hey, look.
Dance.
She's like, fuck, please help me.
Don't make me.
Please save me. Where the hell's the ASPCA when you need him?
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. Now she's laughing. See her? Ha ha ha. You're a loser. Ha ha. All right. Anyway, guys, this has been Dining Room Discussions number 2. Let me zoom out of Ken's face.
Please.
Please comment in the comment section below if you'd like us to tackle a topic that has not been yet discussed. We will do our best.
Yes, we will.
Stay tuned for Scratch Ticket Thursday. We'll see you later.
Coming your way.